How do you guys like my blue tie-dye shirt? Somehow something blue got mixed up with my whites when I was washing. And yeah, let's just say I have a nice collection of blue tie-dye shirts now. A wise man once said that the only time segregation by color ever made sense is when you're doing your laundry. And this here is definitely proof of that. Now, I discussed some discrepancies that people believe that were actually biblical, such as last year we talked about how the Confederates had it completely wrong in their practice of slavery and how they used the Bible to justify their acts in their pretty much inhumane treatment of individuals simply because they were of a different race than them. We also talked about interracial relationships last year and how people believe that, somehow having two different people of two different races coming together was somehow unbiblical and ungodly, and that God wanted to maintain a pure race, and that interracial relationships were a no-go, and He wanted us to be separate. And so along the kind of the same lines, I also want to address the issue of segregation this time around, and this idea that some people, again, believe that segregation is something that is not just condoned by the Bible, but commanded by the Bible. Now, there is some truth to that, okay? But the type of segregation that we see in the Bible is not one that is based on race or based on ethnicity or cultural or anything like that, but rather the type of segregation that we see in the Bible, as I discussed in my interracial relationships video, okay, the reason why God commanded the Israelites to not intermingle and intermarry with other nations was not because He was being racist, but rather it was because He did not want His people to adopt the worship practices and the gods of these other nations. So it was more so God being, I guess, a deityist, and not wanting His people to start worshiping other deities and other false gods. But aside from that segregation, we also see another type of segregation in the Bible, and that is the segregation between the righteous and the wicked. This type of segregation, I guess I'll call it a moral segregation, is not a novel idea, okay? This is pretty much at the foundation of any judicial system that you may see. And the institution that we typically use is called prison, right? Those who are in prison are usually those who have committed some kind of crime, all right? And those criminals are segregated or separated from the rest of the law-abiding citizens. Not because we hate them. Well, some people might hate them, but the idea behind it is more so of protection. Alright? Those who are criminals are likely to inflict harm upon those who are trying to live an upstanding lifestyle. And so to protect the citizens who are trying to just live a good life, we separate the criminals or those who are likely to do harm or do things that are illegal from those who are just trying to live a good life. This is a moral segregation or some kind of judiciary segregation, where those who are wicked are separated from those who are good or righteous. And this is pretty much the foundation of the segregation that we see time and time again in the Bible. God is constantly wanting to separate those who are wicked from those who are righteous. Okay, and even deeper than that, He wants to separate the sin from the individual. That's pretty much God's MO throughout all the Bible. We constantly see this theme of God wanting to separate us from sin. God wanting to separate the wicked from the righteous. Jesus used the analogy of separating the sheep from the goat. The sheep are those who are righteous and who inherit the kingdom of God, And the goats are those who are wicked and who will, not inherit the kingdom of God. They will perish. And the difference between the sheep and the goat is not that the righteous don't sin and the wicked do. The difference between the righteous and the wicked is that one, the righteous rivals against their sin, but the wicked one revels in their sin. Both of them sin, okay? It's not that one does and one doesn't. It's that one rivals against their sin while the other revels in their sin. And at the end of the day, God's MO is to rid the world of sin. And the only way that God can completely segregate sin from us is if only those who are willing to let go of sin are the ones who are saved. So, at the end of the day, there will be a global segregation that will take place, a universal segregation that will take place, where those who are righteous will be separated from those who are wicked. And they'll be separated for all time. So at the end of the day, which side would you fall on? The sheep or the goat? As always, think on these things.